spinning air X wheel kicking me, I would just like grab you in the air and slam you down on the ground because you're a little Korean guy and I'm a bigger Korean guy. So that's what I think is hype. It's the Coke Zero.
So everybody get hyped, guys. We have our main event here. DRS Mad Catz Nashfan versus PxG Snake Eyes. Nashfan using Nina and Julia, while PxG Snake Eyes is going with Kazuya and of course Zangief.
Depending on who you ask, Nina Julia is like secret top tier team, like the secret top tier team. Because some people have a lot of faith in Nina early on.
And the synergy sounds pretty good.
Yeah, she's got a lot of like really long link combos, a lot of good spacing. It seems like when she starts to get blown up, there's little she can do, but we'll see. This background gets me hyped. You got like all the Final Fight characters that no one is sure who's who. Good stuff. It's pretty good damage from Nina. That's like all of her specials in one combo.
So I wonder if we're synced up, Knives.
We haven't been all night, so I don't know. Are we?
Maybe since you changed. Okay, let's see. You got
74 seconds here now.
Yeah, Snake Eyes just took out Nina. So.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Looks like we're pretty synced. Good. Anyways, so Snake Eyes takes round 2.
These extended combos.
Yeah, like, it's really interesting because Nina, she has a lot of juggle potential, but the problem I found with her is getting into juggle other than just using her specials like he has, seems like pretty difficult. Like, she has a pseudo wave dash in her command throw, the first part of it, but it's hard to time like a follow-up not to get the command throw part to come out, and the command throw itself is the hardest timing I found in this game thus far, to get all of the hits to go through.
Has it been confirmed what is has it been confirmed what is the best approach when doing? Someone explain to me, should you be double tapping, should you be plinking, should you just be practicing single tapping?
Well,
I know the plinking works in
mixed
this.
reports.
It's been confirmed. It's been confirmed by Seth though that plinking is in this game and that it does have a place. Like he was asked specifically on Smoogie or something about plinking and its utility, and he said, yeah, it's just just like it has been. So I think after that it comes down to what way do you, like Panda said, like it's preference. Like what way have you always done it? Like,
yeah, I mean, to me, I plink, and I do double tap in some instances as well to get like some, I like to double tap for like special canceling certain moves, just because it just ensures that you have that extra chance to get that move to come out. But there are players who don't double tap. Pad players, they don't have these options, and you don't need them. It's just personal preference. Anyways, Nashfan takes game 1 in a pretty good first game. This should be a pretty good set. Both players very, very smart and good at adapting to other players.
Yeah, I mean, I play on pad mostly, and depending on how you play, you can actually employ those techniques. And also, actually, with the pad I used before this modded one I got, it's the PDP, which I can't really endorse because I guarantee you if you use it for competitive play, it will go out on you in like a month. Like, it will just completely break. But they did some interesting things where they put micro switches in all the buttons, so it plays like old school American cabinets, and that you hear the click when your button is pressed. And they put a micro switch. They put a micro switch in the analog stick, which is actually in the style of the old like Neo Geo handhelds and like console controllers. So there's micro switches in that too, and it kind of floats around a little bit, like a successful version of the PSP.
Okay. So that move that Kazuya is doing, the EX, it's kind of like almost like a reversal, kind of breaks through strings and stuff. What's the input for that move?
Hadouken? You mean the punch one?
Yeah. So there's different versions of it?
Yeah, there's medium, like regular medium has a hit on armor, I think, in some cases. It's really weird. But light comes out the fastest, and hard is the one you just saw, I think, so.
Okay, cool. So you're trying to say you're hard for me.
I'm just about 24/7, you know what I mean? Like, you got that half Asian Justin Bieber aesthetic, so.
Man, I get called Justin Bieber at work all the time. It's like ridiculous.
You know, I don't think I've ever actually seen the kid, but like when I see your picture, I'm like, I bet that's what Justin Bieber would probably look like. You know what I'm saying? I'll blast. But yo, if you notice, like Snake Eyes is one of the only guys. It's the third Julia we've seen, and this Julia is a lot more like the first one we saw with that that reset into the crumple hits every time. But one of the few punishes that like moves like that get in this game seem to be like SPD. So he's able to get SPD in between those Julia chains.
Big combo. He drops the combo opportunity.
I think it's a little dangerous too. Because it seems like it's also a spacing thing, you know?
Right.
Just like Balrog dash punch, where you have to be very quick on a decision on whether you think you can punish it or not.
Exactly. Wow. These matches have been pretty one-sided. But
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's like every round is just one-sided per each player. It's very entertaining. Lots of high-level stuff going on right now. Alright, Nashfan got in with a big combo.
yeah, that bread and butter from Nina seems to be like pretty good damage. I have always just gone to the kick, 2 of the kicks, and then the palm. I don't know what the damage comparison is.
Nashfan doing really well this round. Drops the combo, could have finished him off there in the corner, but gets the overhead and gets the win.
That overhead is nasty. Is that like a special move or something? Because I actually have never used that move either. Any Nina players? Alright, come on.
This is actually the first Nina I've actually seen in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, so I'm pretty thoroughly impressed.
Her poke game reminds me a lot of like Chun-Li's kick pokes. They're really solid. I've recaught her. Okay, word. Oh, I'm sorry that I don't know shit about this. Like every move for this one fucking character. Goddamn, it's like day 3.
Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody that is still watching the stream tonight. I know it's pretty late, but this is our main event. It's just started. We have plenty of matches to go. If you guys want to watch some high-level action, please stay tuned.
I just realized that I did not reset my main clock in my room, so I'm like it's way fucking later than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I don't know. These matches are kind of moving by a little bit slower. They were moving by really, really slow when we had more people in the lobby like to skip over. But
I
that
think
partner
it takes longer to time out too.
Yeah.
And how many matches have gone to timeout? Like
you notice
a lot.
that? Well, you notice that like the higher we've got into the fight card, the less timeouts we had. It's because you know, the farther we get into the fight card, the better the matches we get. You know, the better the quality of the players. Yeah. And not saying anything to the players. It's just you're put in a certain spot on the fight card for a reason. So.
Yes, sort of.
So that's really, really smart. You notice, okay, Nashfan kind of just walking in and out of Geef's range right now, just waiting to whip punish something.
You could have had a follow-up actually after that air to air. See, Nina's kicks have to be pretty decent, and she's also got the special palm, so like I don't know if you can punish that with SPD, but
alright, big combo opportunity right here. Tap cancels.
Nice, I love that Kazuya combo. That's like one of his bread and butters in Tekken. It's just low or high low, but like he can do so many other things after their first 2 punches. People often forget that you have to block low for that.
See, Nashfan's staying true though to female characters. He's relatively known for playing nothing but female characters. I know he plays female characters in BlazBlue. I don't know about Marvel, but in most I guess single character games, they're always females. Street Fighter 4, he played Chun-Li, Rose. Then he recently switched to Sakura. And of course, Snake Eye is always going with Zangief since the ST days. Nice hit confirms. This is gonna be enough. Good combo, just barely enough. He's gonna keep the pressure on. He doesn't want. Oh, went for the SPD and lost the chance to finish off Julia, but gets Nina instead on the tag in. Nice whiff punish. Snake Eye's doing a good job on using that standing short.
SPD range.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. It's even more godlike now that command throws are non-carryable.
I mean, boy, like this is the first time I've seen Snake Eyes play Street Fighter X Tekken. I knew it would be good, but it is kind of scary to watch the damage output.
Well, like, perspective for that, you know, the first day Banana Ken was in here, like, running the lobby, he was third on the leaderboards, 7,000 BP, and he just, like, no one could stop his just super strong Ryu and Ken. And Snake Eyes came in, and they played an FT5 that I believe, like, Snake Eyes was up 4-0, and Banana Ken ran it back, so it came down to the last one that Snake Eyes won eventually, but his Zangief tech, like, it was a mindfuck for all of us in the stream watching just to see Zangief with combos. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was Marvel 1 style combos, like Mecha Zangief style combos. Kind of crazy.
Snake Eyes was the first player that I actually saw use these combos, so it was pretty cool.
I think they're really button selection combos, like just knowing which button to press when. They don't seem like you can kind of isolate it and be like, oh, that's stand short, close. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot of complicated Zangief combos.
Right.
Everybody be sure to follow Lucky D on Twitter. He
yeah.
just made a Twitter today. Top 2 best sim players in the United States. Follow him on Twitter. I'm sure he'll post a link there in the chat.
I'll post it. His Twitter is at @knives_country. So please follow him.
Yeah.
He is the nicest guy in FGC. And
for all those StarCraft tweets that we're going to post. Now follow me at Fortunate Daniel. And follow Knives Country at ads.
Yo, at @knives_country with a K. Like we'll have to put some, like, get a fake Korean admin for like our social networking.
And guys, don't forget, obviously donate. You know, any amount matters. It's a pain in the ass to run these streams. It's a pain in the ass to set up these tournaments, to make all the decals and all that. It's a huge pain in the ass, and he does a great job doing it. So get on that donate.
Yo, that is true. That is true. It's hard to stream, and it's definitely not free. And I do this for the community. Obviously, I don't do it for the money because there's not that much money involved in this, but.
And like, also, I need to start getting paid because even though I pay very, very little for like Xbox Live, like some would say like a shadily illegal amount, little, like even that amount like costs something. So like,
At least he's honest.
Yo, you can't find me. You don't know my real name. Get off me, Xbox Live. I'm not scared of the live cops.
Lucky D's got that girlfriend in the chat.
Yo, she's like your PR manager or something, dude.
Handling all your business, bro.
PR Krista Self. She gets 10%. I mean, I get 10% of everything, and she gets everything.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
White girls. Oh, white girls.
My God, these combos. That's the only thing. See, I think this is a good glimpse into what this game is gonna turn into. At first, I thought the roll system, if you have a teleport and roll, aka Sim or any teleport characters, I thought it was really powerful because just like in Street Fighter 4, the combos don't deal a terrible amount of damage, but they get into Vortex, and then you get knocked down and die. But even though you have a great wake-up game, you've already been hit by 50%, it looks like, on some of these combos. So it doesn't even matter if you get up again. You've already taken the damage. It looks like the max damage in combos is pretty high. At like
yeah, max damage is like all damage.
Yeah, it's
like a whole character.
It's a little scary.
That's why I can't wait to see damage potential with like a character like Jack and Kuma or Jack and Hugo. I mean, although you could always have a situation like, I mean, most recently Sakura in Street Fighter 4, where you know a completely untrained martial artist who is also, by the way, a 15-year-old girl can do more damage than you know a 9-foot-tall Muay Thai god. But there's also been earlier instance of it where Dan actually, historically in the Marvel series, Dan has had the most powerful moves in the game. So, you know, that could be present in this game too, I suppose. Then again, if you're stronger than a giant, you know, Russian robot, oh man, that super is pretty nasty. Does that super have armor on it?
No. We lost our tech specialist.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know anything
I
about
missed
the
that
technical
guy.
side of this game, really.
That was the most helpful anybody from Arkansas has ever been to anything. That guy.
This is true, though. This is true. All right, so Snake Eyes ties it up right here.
Actually, to Alan, Chun was even more derp in the earlier iterations of this game. I know that they didn't want to have it talked about really, but she used to just be like a Shoto character inputs in the early builds. To do her Hadouken was just Hadouken. She was all quarter circle motions, and she was like super broken. So, you know, she's still really easy now, but at least they're half circles.
Shout out to slowly but surely getting back up above 700 viewers. Thanks to all the new viewers watching right now.
Or the guys that just came back after Ultra Chat.
Is Ultra Chan over?
I don't know.
Let's see. I believe so. It is not. It's no longer listed. So.
Damn, we started like 2 hours before Ultra Chan, and we're like ending 2 hours later after they end.
Street Fighter X Tekken. Time overs.
Monday night is the place to be, guys, on PandaxGaming for your for all your streaming fighting game needs. This is the place to be. I like how every night there's something like dedicated to like there's a big stream dedicated to every night, and that's pretty cool, you know. Mondays you have Ultimate Fight Night, and here on PandaxGaming and Ultra Chan, and then on Tuesdays you have
Tuesdays.
What do you have? What do you have on Tuesdays?
You have
Tuesdays.
Jackson and
Oh, come on.
and 2v Tuesdays
Yeah.
And next game in 2v Tuesdays.
and 8 on the break.
And then shout outs on Wednesdays, shout outs to Team Spooky doing Big 2, and then Level Up doing Wednesday night fights there in Southern California. And then Thursday nights you have SRK TNT, and then Fridays you come right back here to PandaxGaming for late night.
And then Saturday is going to be a major almost every weekend at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. So everybody that's watching, be sure to check us out this Friday night, late night with PandaxGaming. Your host will be myself, Solid X Panda, and Knives Country. Sometimes, just whenever he kind of feels like it. We just kind of go over a lot of the things in the fighting game community, a lot of the news. We also run a tournament as well. It's going to be running a Street Fighter X Tekken tournament, so be sure to check that out. Lucky D, what are you doing this Friday night? You should get on the show with us sometime.
I have to go through that with the manager, of course.
The manager.
Oh yeah.
Do I need to talk to your manager about
appearances?
all your
Appearances? Like, see, this just shows how much I need to get paid because I'm on here 2 nights a week for you guys. Like, and really, I'm why you come. Like,
Lucky D already feeling himself. He's got a Twitter. He feels himself now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. By manager, I meant the girlfriend, and by can I come out to play?
I got that immediately. What he was saying is, yo, I'm whipped, and I need to ask my girlfriend if I have permission to show my video games.
Yeah, then PJ's Winning has you 24/7 returning this Sunday, and SFXOL League on Tuesdays as well. So, all right, Snake Eyes on the verge of taking the 5th game here, which is going to be making it 3-2. Both players are tied up 2-2 right now. Oh, drops the combo. Just DPs. Doesn't even need to use the meter. Alright, that is a heck of a bunch of damage. Oh, and he just goes in. Doesn't even try to back out to raw tag. Alright, he's going to raw tag out. No, he's not. He's just going to go again. And Snake Eyes reads it.
That was just like I don't even know what that reminds me of elementary school like fights where the one kid that like came from an abusive household actually knew how to like completely beat ass. So like the kid just runs up into his fist, like face first into the kid's fist. That's just over. I miss those days. So I have to do this to the Street Monsters. I know I have a tumultuous enough relationship with you, but this guy's one of my favorite people, you know, in the FGC. Even though he doesn't go to tournaments because he's like kind of a fraud, but I have no idea how to add somebody to a call apparently. So hold that shit. Hold on, we might have it. Skype just always changes itself to a worse version of itself. Alright, so yo, mic check, go. You're on.
What? What are you talking about?
I just added like a special guest star. Oh, yo, exposed?
Oh, what?
Come on, I went out on a limb.
Someone's exposing themselves.
Oh, yo, esports.
Epic fail. So who is this?
Hi, what up?
Esports production value.
Ah, there we go.
It's Pwn, bro.
Yo, Paul.
Oh, is this Ponich?
Finally up in this free ass shit. What's up?
What's up,
Oh
Ponich
my
Juice?
god.
Ponich Juice on commentary now?
Somebody holler at the FCC because this is about to get raw, dude. It's about to get Eddie style raw. You don't know how me and Ponage roll when we're on the mic.
Yes. Pwn.
You got such a generic, normal name. Jonathan, man. It's so generic.
That's my name too, dude.
That's my name as well.
Yo, don't hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, we got a Dan and a Jonathan. 3 Jonathans, dude.
Dan's and John's is pretty. Is about as white as it gets. Yeah, nobody in here is really white except you, Panda. And you're not even completely white, so. I'm buying fuck.
1 second behind on this stream right here.
The fraudulence is just insane in this room.
So, Snake Eyes just brought it, now 3-2 Snake Eyes' favor. Snake Eyes going on a 3-win streak. Wow, almost perfect in the Nashfan here.
So, Paul, what do you think about these online monsters in this game, like, relative to Marvel?
I'd rather fight a Marvel head than someone in this.
Oh, I
They
absolutely
don't-
disagree.
They don't give a damn in this game, dude. They just jump. It's like all day just jumping.
You of all people should know that Marvel ranked matches are a billion times because like that shit doesn't work in this game. Like jump, lightning legs works in Marvel. Jump S works with Ghost Rider and Marvel and ranked. Like, you know, you add in
But see, a Marvel you could block in the air. In this game, nah, you just gotta eat that shit all day.
I'd much rather play this game against your average online monster. Like no contest. I can't stand eating like, you know, having one bad tag and then getting fucking X-Factor double supered and losing. That's, you know, when people do Pandora in this, it's like they're like, oh, I've lost, so I'm doing Pandora.
Yo, I haven't even seen anyone use it. Shit, it's so ass right now.
I used it, the only time I've seen it effectively used was, of course, by me today. I used it against one of these frauds in Panda or Jays or something earlier. And he came at me with a Horang overhead, so I went into Pandora, came in with Kuma, and punished him with combo and killed him. So
God, that did so much damage.
you can use Pandora for like, as Benetica was saying, a ghetto angry scar. Like you can use it as an instant. yeah, that was godlike terminology, and you can use it to punish because like it comes out instantly. So
The best use I've seen so far is to already make like your timeout that much better.
yeah, well, yeah, that's
This scam, what is it, like 5-second activation? Because all the fucking animations in this
And
shit.
if you do super, like it will run out. Like I was experimenting with that earlier. If you do at least most supers, it will run out before your super animation ends. So,
Yep.
so you
don't
want
know.
to put some Street Monsters on Blast, man? Who do you want to put on Blast?
Oh,
some
no, I
chance.
just wanted to go in on Sharon, but he's not playing right now, so it's all good.
Oh yeah.
There's
I
fucking...
Do you want me to invite you to the lobby so you can get in on this commentating action?
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right. Hey, just send me a message on Xbox Live because I don't think I know what your gamer tag is.
Oh, yeah. I need to put in my card info. I need to reactivate my shit. Just give me a minute.
What is the score now? Is it 5-1? Snake Eyes?
Nah, it's 3-2. That's what it says it was.
Oh shit, word.
Man, Snake Eyes' Geef is pretty scary.
Man, Snake Eyes is
Boring,
just like,
man.
I mean, he's just one of those players, man, that like he downloads you. You know what I mean? Like he learns your playstyle. Like he'll take some games, he'll lose some games, but then he'll come back and just completely just learn how you play.
And he is turning into a really strong character specialist too.
Oh yeah, his mind games are legit.
And think about how much scarier it is to say like, okay, Snake Eyes is already, you know, probably the best Geef in the country, and now he has like these he has combos. That's just like kind of unfair on a level. Yeah. Like last time and only time Geef had combos was like Marvel versus Street Fighter 1. Like when he could do like crazy dirtbag shit. Like nobody played Sim back then, but people still played Geef occasionally. So
the scary thing is that he plays Zen Geef in this game just like Street Fighter 4 Geef.
Yep.
Except with combos that land into launchers that do like 50% damage. You know?
Yeah, the fact that he just doesn't need SPD as much.
SPD is not as important, exactly.
Yeah, that's because now that he has that armored one, just like eats a move and grabs you.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, standing short, I think is Zengi's best move in this game because he confirms into he kind of sucks himself into standing strong, which can be canceled into EX.
Oh yeah.
Hand. Yeah, and if he's in the corner, dude, he gets massive damage off that.
You can buffer that for free now. It's so
oh yeah, dude.
I like what he does too on knockdown with Geef. He's done this, or he did this with a couple different times. He's neutral jumping, and I think that might be like the appropriate thing to do if they roll or if they quick tech. Because then if you neutral jump, it'll kind of cover both. Like okay, you know, opposed to taking some sort of extreme guess.
Well, if you have like Jury or Chun, like you would think it would be godlike because they have that, you know, jump heavy or jump round.
Right, that hits both sides exactly.
Right, and it's like stupid good in this game. So
yeah. Sim has a version of that too, where if you teleport right during it, it'll auto correct, or it won't matter, you know, what side because it'll teleport. And it doesn't matter if they quick tech or roll, because you know, and it's stuff like that. Where I think that's like the next level of where this game will go. Instead of guessing really extreme.
Right.
We're playing Street Fighter 4 right now.
Yeah, I mean everybody is really. It's the easiest way to be effective right now, which is hard for Tekken players because, you know, that
you don't really have a choice against Geef. You got to go back to fundamentals.
That's true.
So I didn't even notice it, but Nashfan actually switched to Chun-Li. I wonder if this is because he's trying to counterpick.
Well, Chun's zoning is super strong in this game.
Is
like,
it? I've yet to see really like a good Chun-Li play. So.
Not only is there zoning, like I'm trying to think of a game where like Street Fighter 3 is the only one that comes to mind where it was like even existent. But in this game, her zoning is I don't know. I think you could call it like with Jean like the top tier zoning because like I feel like her regular fireball in a lot of ways beats Sagat's, and
now it does.
Yeah,
because it's Cardinal Starter 4, it's not charging.
Oh, she doesn't have a charge. Exactly. Does she have any charge moves at all?
I think spinning bird kick. Is it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool that they gave her.
Yeah, her fireball game's legit.
I see Chun. Honestly, I think Chun fits more of a style of like a motion character instead of charge.
Yeah, and she usually has been. I mean, there have been times when she's been both, but like. You know, I was told from some of the New York City guys that in the first build or two, all of Chun's moves were just quarter circle motions instead of half circles, and they were like, she is the undisputed top tier right now. So
okay,
they changed it. Like I didn't tell anybody about that because I'm like, I'm gonna give them time to adjust that, but that would have been kind of because Chun is always strong and.
Her design doesn't allow her to be bad just because her main strong point is just good footsies, solid normals. You can't really go wrong with that when that's a design point.
People complain about not being able to mash legs anymore, but I think once you figure her out, it's going to be a godsend not to get legs accidentally when you're doing certain button pressing techniques. And it comes out, if you buffer it, like it still comes out really fast. So I'm a fan of it's the first time I think ever that legs has been a command, but I'm a fan of it.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's like the Marvel 3 lightning legs assist, except you do it when you're on point and you tag in. It keeps them locked in. That shit's pretty good as a setup.
And as you know, like I'm a huge fan of Chun in Ultimate. So.
Oh,
like,
ever since you landed that fraudulent combo.
yo,
that just
I still
happened to
do
turn
it.
into-
I do it all the time. You can get 4 lightning light loops in Marvel, and then you can go into level 3 if you want. And you can still hit launcher. So God, like does ass damage, like no damage whatsoever.
I'm never gonna forget that. That was like the one combo that you've ever done from just mash. Actually, no, that's a lie. That was the
No, I
one
do-
nice looking combo you ever did.
No, I
just
I discovered tons of hidden tech by mashing. Are you kidding me? Like you haven't even played me in months. You don't know what I've uncovered.
No, we haven't. I don't have my share right now.
Crazy. Some fraudulent stuff right there. Because everybody knows that this game's gonna die, and we're gonna be missing Marvel in like a week. Yo, I'm just kidding about that. But, I still will play Marvel. Like, I mean,
This game's like a
tournament-wise,
10 times. This game is like 3 times better than Marvel to me.
I like how you went from 10 to 3. Like, you amended it. 3. 3 is good.
Well, if I would have said 10, that would have been like, this dude's just sucking this game's not too hard, So 3 sounds more legit.
I think 10 is
and believable.
accurate. If you're going by what's better than Marvel, it's accurate. But, like, Marvel is still just look at Marvel from the perspective of Marvel. Shit happens, and it's interesting. Like, everybody's good. Everybody can play that game. And when you don't have to worry about execution as much, you can do crazy Marlin Pie-esque things,
Yeah.
The problem I have with this is like the low end of play in this game looks so much worse than Marvel because Marvel.
But that's why I like this. That's why I think this is better. Because when you see the low end in Marvel, like you're like, wow, I'm still getting hit by Jump S. I'm still getting hit by that fucking derp shit. In this game, yeah, exactly.
I think in this game,
it's
it's a lot easier to control the scrub in this game. Like,
Yes,
honestly,
exactly.
like, I have
It's
good
like-
matches against good players, but against scrubs, I just completely demolish them because it's just.
Oh yeah, because they don't like to block.
Yeah, and they jump, man. People complain about jumping, but my biggest thing is jumping is bad in this game, extremely bad, because you're gonna catch a air-to-air, counter attack, and you're gonna eat.
Yeah,
half,
people are catching on to it.
Yeah, you're
But
gonna eat half your
main
life.
point- one of the main things that you guys aren't talking about that I can speak from like a garbage Street Fighter 4 player, but yet I am super godlike in Marvel. Like, you push buttons in Marvel, it works a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if you're blocking attack, you push buttons, like, oh man, super came out and I got hit. In this game, if you are like doing any kind of string or Rekka pressure, like esque thing, and they push buttons, they're getting hit for huge damage. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
get
counter hit,
resets.
counter hit.
Yeah, exactly. And you get like separate bounces and separate air juggles. Like, it doesn't work. In Marvel, you press buttons with the right character. Like, 0. Press buttons with 0. It works every time. So, there's no
Oh
Spencer.
yeah, you know all about that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no Spencer in this game. I'm so pumped. No 0. Like,
Yeah,
no.
there's nothing in this game that makes it so you clearly shouldn't have won that, but you did win that. Like in Marvel, that happens all the time, and even Street Fighter 4. Like it doesn't happen that often anymore. But still, once in a while in tournament, you'll see like someone who clearly should have won just mashed uppercut and
You
just
mean like the Viper players and the Seth players? You do shit.
Well, even
What are they
like,
gonna do
Seth,
now?
I'd say the Seth players are pretty accurate. Like Viper, kind of, but yeah, Seth players is the exact prime example. And then Marvel too. But in this game, at least so far, there's nothing like you can't like mash out. You can't like do something really stupid. That's your whole game plan. That's really gonna beat something.
Yeah, like, Wake Up DP is way weaker in this game than it is in Street
It trades most of the time, thank God.
Fighter. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean,
Trade
if
soft knockdown.
you do neutral jump with Panda and you time his Fierce Punch right, he can knock him out of it free. Like, so.
Yeah. And like, I like to DP jump ends, but it's so weak in this game. That's one bad thing about, like, if you're gonna DP someone, you're gonna eat damage. Like, I just need to get used to just crouching fierce, or air to airs. Honestly, air to airs are the best anti airs in this game. You don't even have to jump in with like a fierce, just air to air jumping light kick, because it's half the time it's gonna.
The new scrub tactic is just always to roll. Like, that's instead of doing DP, like,
That
just
is
roll.
so bad.
And once you figure out the tech for like stuffing roll every time, like, I mean, obviously you can jump back if they're gonna do it every time, but it's a dangerous move because once again in Tekken you can roll 4 directions. You can roll forward, backward, and the quick roll side to side, and you can instant get out, and you can wake up with an attack. So it's a lot more useful overall tactic in that game than it is here, where you can only roll one direction,
Right.
and you can get blown up for it.
Yeah, when you roll in this game, you put yourself in a 50-50. Like, free.
Exactly. So, like, it's not even reading
Yeah, it's like
as much as, like,
it's a
when will
full
they do
jump in
this?
50-52. Like, you roll,
Yeah,
you're
'cause,
gonna.
like,
It's because it's pretty much a 50-50 on like which way you're gonna have to block, because it's just like waking up, but you're putting yourself in even a harder situation to guess. I don't really even like to roll in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's like they can just jump back or like backdash, and then it's like you have to guess which side you're gonna be on. It's pretty dirty.
I think if you have a command grab, it's way smarter to quick get up into command grab than it is to like try to roll anyway. But I mean, it's still a tactic that relieves pressure, and that's what like beginner players want. They want to feel like their pressure is relieved for a second.
So I've heard that I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that you can actually command grab a
roll?
Yeah, I don't know if this is true.
On its startup.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. This is just what I've heard. May not be true. It was just kind of a
I
random
feel like
rumor.
maybe Marduk could or somebody like that, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think.
I'd have to check frame data to see the fastest command grab and probably just look that up in training.
But like
Zangief's five, isn't it?
like I said earlier, I'm really
think
waiting
so.
for that first video of someone to come out with like anti-roll tech.
Right. Yeah. And then they'll have to patch it because like it's gonna
Yeah,
be
right.
too broken. But yeah,
Simple, bro. Don't roll forward. Just block.
I think Zangief's his light punch is 5 frames, so that's gotta be the fastest command as well.
Oh yeah, and back on that DP thing, the other thing I noticed with DPs, they are weak, but the thing that they did, which is actually pretty smart, you can't use the same DP for every anti-air, because they all have different hurt boxes now. Like, if you're jumping in on Sagat, like, deep, and I try and do Fierce Tiger Uppercut, it'll lose, like, every time. So it's like, it forces you to use Light Punch, Media Punch, DPs all over.
Well, that was in Street Fighter 4. Not necessarily because of hurt boxes though, but they did have different properties.
Yeah, the dips, the distances and stuff, now they're just completely all different.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool they added that. That's cool they made you.
Even some DPs just have a different startup, like the fierce ones for some characters are like a frame slower.
Well, I mean, one major thing is you can't like counter the jump ins the same because if you look at Bob's jump in heavy kick, which he can basically get a target combo if you hit it again. He gets
I
another
don't
hit.
even know what that looks like.
It's like it almost looks like a dive kick because he jumps very fast, but his jump arc isn't as high as you think it is. So when you do that move, it comes out like if you do it instantly, it'll hit high, and you can hit it low, and then do the second hit. And countering that with like just a straight wake up DP is really difficult. Like you can't use the same strategies as you would for like a Vega, the same Mundi Vega. So I think they did a lot to neutralize that strategy because I don't know, like remember Vanilla? Like remember DPs in fucking Vanilla? Like they want to get as far away from that as possible, basically.
True. Yo, it's pretty close in this game. DPs do a lot, even though damage all around is pretty high, but still, like just raw DPs do like 150, 160.
Oh, dude, Ryu's EX DP is ridiculous. It's like a fucking super.
200. Yeah, it's 200.
No, when I first saw it, I had no idea how much supers did in this game, but I'm like, that is super damage. Like, I just see it go away. From when you're like a Nina player or a Cammy player and you get hit by EX, the full animation, even the anti-air that hits multiple times does good damage, but like, the full animation, I think that's Wesker-esque. That's all I'm saying. That is Wesker.
Well, now Sagat's EX DP does 200. A few of the characters' EX DPs do 200.
But Ryu's has this weird, like, pseudo vortex property.
Dude, it just looks like
it just makes you salty. It just makes you salty.
Yeah,
the way he
exactly.
hits, especially when you hit it deep, you're just like, it looks like it just does 500 damage. Like you're
Well,
like,
just think about the basic properties and history of that move. That move in every other game it's been in has been a level 3. Like, the whole 3-hit fucking DP is a level 3 super in, like, every other game. So, like, it does stupid damage, but I swear to God, like, if you're near the ground and you get hit with it, even though you should be in, like, an air state, it just draws you down, and all of a sudden you're eating the whole fucking damage.
That shit has Vortex on it, just sucks.
That's what I'm saying. It's Vortex, bro. It's fucking Street Fighter. It's Third Strike S Vortex, bro. It's broken. They're free.
I think they need to make it better. I think it needs to have a follow-up on hit.
Yes, that was so.
It should ground bounce you at the end.
wow, that's the first time I've seen that actually land.
So he charged like super, like was charging SPD, but then he did the super input and it came out. Yo, that's pretty godlike. So I think he got hit, right? So he took that one hit of armor and then did the input and like got it. Oh man, that is. Wow.
See, that's the
wasn't
thing
fully
is like
charged?
Geef's guessing. I think Geef's
Must be
guessing
so.
game is 10 times stronger in this game, dude.
You notice, like, I noticed that against scrubby players, green hand SPD still works every time. But, like, the fact that you have more options, and, like, we didn't see Snake Eyes do it a lot tonight, but he's done it a lot. He did it a lot versus Pandagon. That lariat, depending on where you use it in a combo, can get you, like, an air state, and it can hit twice. So, and you can get a safe tag on it, too. So, like, that in itself adds so much dimension as a combo ender. Oh, and, you know, insane damage as well.
The way I see it, like, this game is just a playground for Geef because it has just all these Tekken characters without fireballs. So you can just walk up to them and just hug them all day.
That's true. I mean, you know, Geef is notoriously bad. Well, you know,
Well, maybe he did
supposedly
charge
Snake
that
Eyes
way.
played against a god, and it was still pretty bad. But I wonder how Geef does against Zonin.
Well, I mean, dude, that bear grab eats a hit of, like, anything.
And the thing is, it's like it eats a hit, like EX or not.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, like, it's not broken or anything, but it does help in, like, zoning matchups because you can just, like, bear grab, dash out of it. And it's only Gray Life on top of that.
Alright, so I just missed, like, you can never, like, just, launch her into super, right? You have to tag cancel to hit super.
Wait, what? You can? Yeah, you can't. Well, if you launch, your other character automatically comes out.
Right, but, like, with your other character, I mean, you can't do super, like, because
Yeah,
I've
you
tried
can.
it.
If you tag
If you
cancel
do
your
light,
character.
medium, heavy, I don't think you can get super after that.
Yeah, you can with
Yeah,
your
you
other
can.
character.
Damn, because, like, every time I've gotten, like, EXTP, every time I've tried it, with, like,
Oh, no,
my,
yeah,
like,
you can super.
Yeah,
Yo,
like say like I tag
I don't know why that
cancel
doesn't
into
ever come
Ryu.
out that.
If I tag canceled into Ryu, I can just go crouching fierce into my super.
No.
Yeah, come on, you were here when Flash House was playing. He did ABC into Kuma and super.
Stop being a noob, alright?
You got a hit, though. I meant, like, raw, just come in and super. Like, he hit with short and then went into super. I like it. I meant,
Well,
like,
I guess it's kind of dependent on where you are on the screen because it's kind of shitty that like the farther you are away from the edge, like the less time you have to confirm your combo. So sometimes you have to switch it up. Like if you're using a fierce.
I just think if you do light, medium, heavy, like, it doesn't allow you. Your first input can't be super. I don't think it can be. Like, I think you can definitely confirm from a normal into super, but
Oh, you could be right. I haven't tried that.
Are you asking this because you want more? You don't want the damage scaling to be as effective?
Yeah, he doesn't want
Yeah.
that scale.
yeah, exactly. Like, and like also, like, as I said, I'm not an execution player, so the less buttons I have to press, the better.
That is
Yeah.
really cutting down on the button.
Yeah, but you also, like, as you said, scaling is crazy. I have no idea how scaling works in this game. And any, like, time you can limit, does he get full hits? Do it. Yes,
Yeah.
God.
According to what people say, the scaling in this is like the same as Street Fighter 4, or so I've heard. I don't know
Really?
for sure.
It seems weirder with the when you add in tag cancels and, like, the level 3s and stuff.
I wonder if it's the same normal, like the percentage points of normals, and then tag cancels are like focus attacks.
That could be true.
interesting.
Because
Yeah.
focus attacks had like mad scaling on them and super.
I think focus automatically did like 25%, and then normals is after the second one, it's like 30%, 20%, 10%, 5%, etc. Something like that.
So that's an interesting theory. Like, but I don't know. From what I've just seen on Instinct, it feels like the damage scaling is really weird. So I think anytime you can limit your hits, like, it's solid. But I really, every time, like, I've mainly tried to do it with Nina, where just coming in off a launcher, I've tried to do her super because it's really good, and it just never comes out. And, like, level 3 as well, I don't think comes out.
Alright, so Nashfan hanging in there brings it back to 8-3, but still in Snake Eyes' favor.
Nah, Charmaine, I don't hate you. I hate the characters you play, bro.
But he does hate you because you only play those characters. Like, the way you pick a character is, like, that's a mirror for you as a person. Like, who you play and how you play, absolutely is a mirror for you as a person.
Are you saying this in general or for poems specifically?
No, I mean in general. Like, if you play a thoughtful character, you're probably a thoughtful person. If you play, like, some derp-ass derpness, you're probably a derp-ass person. Like,
And
Oh
if,
no,
and
you
if
played
you play
Young.
a player,
You played Young.
Yeah, exactly.
In Marvel, he plays Zero Virgil Dancer.
I don't know. That's not looking good.
He plays Rufus and Rolento. Come on.
Yeah, and in Tekken 6 he played Bob. Like, yo, I don't know. Like,
That's some pretty autopilot shit right there.
it's true. Well, it's like Dominion was saying when we all thought Pandora was gonna be stupid broken, and now it turns out to be like the opposite side of broken, where it's just broken
Worst
like
thing
useless. Yeah. Because you only get a 15% damage boost. That's like level 1 or 2 X Factor. Like, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it. But when we all thought that, like, I remember Dominion was like, that'll be a mirror for like how people are. If they use Pandora and sacrifice a person, like, I don't want to be friends with them. Basically, I was like, yo, I mean,
I'm still waiting
as soon as
for
I heard about it, I was in
safe
there.
Pandora comeback. I'm still waiting for it. I'm never gonna see it, and I
Well,
understand I'm gonna be waiting.
There could be the death. Everybody's seen that death combo. Like, if someone did that, it would end a round, and it could definitely turn around, because that thing did like 85%, 90% damage. So
Yeah, but didn't he have the Pandora gem, or was it just not? No.
I don't think so. I thought at the end of the video he said without the assist of any of that stuff.
That's probably like the only useful way. Like 30% on that, and you said it has a raw 15. That's like 45. That can kill someone. That's a Dark Wesker right there.
I guess, but like you know that combo that he did in that video can really only be done with like Chun and Ken. Like he used lightning legs to safely charge up a full thing with, or an EX with Ken, then did Pandora, and then did the you know, like that tattoo length I think is only possible with Pandora because he does 2 or 3 tatsus, so I don't think he can do that. But actually, like, so far no Stream Monster has said different. I've only heard about the 15% power increase. I haven't heard that it like makes lengths easier or gives you a speed boost or anything.
You know, one thing I love about the whole community now being like event heads and shoryuken.com and all stuff is that I don't have to go into training mode to learn this. I just have to wait for it to come up on event hubs, and somebody will have made a YouTube video of it, and I don't have to do any work. Oh, it's so great.
You like that, huh? You like that in the community now? Okay.
I did that for Marvel.
Listen, it's just like, don't get me wrong, it's turned into spam at this point, but I know that I don't have to look up anything. I can just literally type something into YouTube, and someone has made that video.
I mean, and I'm guilty of this. Like, me and Paul have talked about this, but like every night that there's a big 2, like you see on Marvel and on Street Fighter, like people, well, mainly Marvel, but like because of Chris Hu's Oni, it happens a little bit in Street Fighter. But they immediately, like, a ranked battle is just filled with these people doing the exact, and it's so easy in Marvel because as long as you can tell what move they're doing, you can probably do it.
Yeah.
And so they watch Big 2 and they're like, oh shit, I'm in there. I'm just gonna go on ranked and spam this stuff around, and you know they haven't acquired that knowledge.
That's not even in that's not even on Xbox Live too. Like the tournament after Chris G blew everyone up with Morgan, the next Big 2 tournament had like 20 Morgan. Yes, everyone.
Yeah, that's why the scene has no diversity, because niggas just like copy and paste that shit.
But it's good sometimes, because like think about like after Urio came over and he played Sakura, like everybody picks up Sakura for a week. Like it got people thinking differently about an established character. That being said, that happens like once a generation. So like in general, it's just people like that's why there's one. I feel like every time I'm on ranked on Marvel, I'm playing against one Captain America player all the time because they do the same stuff. Like you know, no
easy and effective ABC super, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, yo, he hit me down to the ground, Steel Slash Super, okay, DHC. Like every kid on rank plays that way, and you just beat him or get beaten by him continuously.
Yo, at least the way I did it was a little more cheap because I had Dr. Doom for that second hyper.
Yeah, well, whatever. Actually, it's funny because I've been playing a variation of that team now. But...
Oh, get off my Captain America Doom team.
Yo, Doom is in there. I can't resist Doom anymore. I'm sorry.
I told you.
Hidden missiles, and foot dive.
Hey Panda, so what is? I'm curious. What is Snake Eyes'? I understand this is the first Street Fighter I'm saying. What is his record on the main events? Has he lost yet?
He lost to Latif, I know, when I saw the AE.
Oh, maybe he loses to Latif. So I've seen him play a bunch of times. I've just never seen him lose.
Latif is undefeated, and his Weirdo Neil lost yet? I don't think he has either.
I wouldn't know.
Yo, it's interesting because like Jury, without Feng Shui, I don't want to play her, but I'm interested to see. She just got FADC in like 2012, and now she doesn't have it anymore. It's pretty funny.
I don't think she needs it. She's in there.
No, nobody needs there. Like, I mean, like, okay, Cammy's dive kick is even worse now. Oh, but look at it, she can close fucking roundhouse in the dive kick, so kind of evens out.
My God, this team has such man damage.
I like how Nashfan was just keeping the pressure on. One thing like about Zangief is like you don't ever want to be close to him, but Nashfan is like just on the verge of losing this entire set right now. So you want to keep the pressure, make sure you solo around him by taking Zangief out.
Oh wow, it worked.
But Julia and Zhao, I think, early on has maybe the best like block pressure in the game, like best corner pressure as well. They can just string together moves, and you're not really sure when they're gonna hit. And like Julia's moves, if you guess wrong and you get hit with one of her moves, you're eating like so much damage.
Just to note, and I just noticed this, it's not that big a deal. Snake Eyez is using gems, and Nashfan is not using gems. I haven't.
Oh no!
That's
Yo,
a big deal.
Staged.
I didn't even notice. Like, honestly, I don't even pay attention to gems.
Yeah, well, I don't either. Like, I don't even know if it's having an impact or not.
I mean, I said that they were allowed to be used, but I guess next time we're gonna have to I guess we'll ban them.
I'm not gonna change my gem loadout. So.
But the nice thing is, despite like, even though the gems might having an impact of the actual game, like the game mechanics are still all the same. So.
I don't know, a combo that does like 400
no.
gems does like 480 with gems.
Yeah, I mean I have Kuma set up, so like if everything happens right, he can have 2 level 2s and a level 1. Like that's he doesn't even need to tank to get 100% damage. And like I can't believe that speed gems don't change frame properties. Like you can stack.
Yeah.
Well, how is that possible though? Like you can stack.
Give speed gem like 2 frame jab,
All I'm asking
1 frame
is,
SPD.
-5 SPD and hits
can
before
have-
it starts up.
if
Yeah,
you think about it,
seriously.
there's a level 3 gem with Pandora, right? And there's 2 level 2s. You could have a level 5 speed gem going. Like it's gotta stack. I know that shit stacks, and it's gotta change the properties. Like how does it not? I know
It
that.
just makes forward dash, back dash, move speed, and jump speed. It just makes those faster. From what
So
I know.
your moves aren't actually any faster.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but when you jump, that means you just like land instantly though. It's pretty nice.
And if you think about like that, they can't do anything about like Zhao's walk forward jab, like because that's a separate move every time. So if I walk,
So that's pretty much it. Snake Eyez takes a set over Nashfan, 10-3. It was a very, very good game though. Good sets.
Snake Eyez with that dominance.